ਸਾਚਾ ਨਾਮ ਮੇਰਾ ਆਧਾਰ, ਸਾਚ ਨਾਮ ਆਧਾਰ ਮੇਰਾ। ਜਿਨ ਭੁੱਖਾ ਸਭ ਗਵਾਈਆਂ, ਕਰ ਸ਼ਾਂਤ ਸੁਖ ਮਨ ਆਏ ਵਸਿਆ। ਜਿਨ ਇੱਛਾ ਸਭ ਪੁਜਾਈਆਂ, ਸਦਾ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਵਿਟੋ। ਜਿਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਇਹ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ, ਕਹਿ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਣੋ ਸੰਤੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਧਰੋ ਪਿਆਰੋ। ਸਾਚਾ ਨਾਮ ਮੇਰਾ ਆਧਾਰ, ਵਾਜੇ ਪੰਚ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤਿਤ ਘਰ ਸੁਭਾਗੈ। ਘਰ ਸੁਭਾਗੈ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਵਾਜੇ, ਕਲਾ ਜਿਤ ਘਰ ਧਾਰੀਆ। ਪੰਚ ਦੂਤ ਤੁਧ ਵਸ ਕੀਤੇ, ਕਾਲ ਕੰਟਕ ਮਾਰਿਆ। ਤੁਰ ਕਰਮ ਪਾਇਆ ਤੁਧ ਜਿਨ ਕੋ, ਸਿਨਾਮ ਹਰ ਕੈ ਲਾਗੇ। ਕਹਿ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੈ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਆ, ਤਿਤ ਘਰ ਅਨਹਦ ਵਾਜੇ। ਆਨੰਦ ਸੁਣੋ ਵਡਭਾਗੀ ਹੋ, ਸਗਲ ਮਨੁਰਥ ਪੂਰੇ। ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਪ੍ਰਪਾਇਆ, ਉਤਰੇ ਸਗਲ ਵਿਸੂਰੇ। ਦੁਖ ਰੋਗ ਸੰਤਾਪ ਉਤਰੇ, ਸੁਣੀ ਸੱਚੀ ਬਾਣੀ। ਸੰਤ ਸਾਜਨ ਭੈ ਸਰਸੇ ਪੂਰੇ, ਗੁਰ ਤੇ ਜਾਣੇ। ਸੁਣਤੇ ਪੁਨੀਤ ਕਹਿਤੇ ਪਵਿੱਤ, ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਰਹਿਆ ਭਰਪੂਰੇ। ਬਿਨਵੰਤ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰ ਚਰਨ ਲਾਗੇ, ਵਾਜੇ ਅਨਹਦ ਤੂਰੇ। ਮੁੰਦਾਮਣੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ। ਥਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਿੰਨ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਈਓ, ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਵਿਚਾਰੋ। ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਨਾਮ ਠਾਕੁਰ ਕਾ ਪਇਓ, ਜਿਸ ਕਾ ਸਭ ਸਧਾਰੋ। ਜੇ ਕੋ ਖਾਵੈ ਜੇ ਕੋ ਪੁੰਚੈ, ਤਿਸ ਕਾ ਹੋਇ ਉਧਾਰੋ। ਇਹ ਵਸਤਾ ਜੀ ਨ ਜਾਏ, ਨਿਤ ਨਿਤ ਰਖੁਰ ਧਾਰੋ। ਤਮ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਚਰਨ ਲਗ ਤਰੀਐ, ਸਭ ਨਾਨਕ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਪਸਾਰੋ। ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ। ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਤੋ ਨਾਹੀ, ਮੈਨੋ ਜੋਗ ਕੀਤੋਈ। ਮੈਂ ਨਿਰਗੁਣਿਆ ਰੇ ਕੋ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ, ਆਪੇ ਤਰਸ ਪਇਓਈ। ਤਰਸ ਪਿਆ ਮਿਹਰਾਮਤ ਹੋਈ, ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸੱਜਣ ਮਿਲਿਆ। ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਮਿਲੈ ਤਾਂ ਜੀਵਾ, ਤਨ ਮਨ ਥੀਵੈ ਹਰਿਆ। ਤਰਸ ਪਿਆ ਮਿਹਰਾਮਤ ਹੋਈ, ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸੱਜਣ ਮਿਲਿਆ। ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਮਿਲੈ ਤਾਂ ਜੀਵਾ, ਤਨ ਮਨ ਥੀਵੈ ਹਰਿਆ। ਪੌੜੀ। ਤਿਥੈ ਤੂੰ ਸਮਰੱਥ, ਜਿਥੈ ਕੋਈ ਨਾਹੀ। ਉਥੈ ਤੇਰੀ ਰੱਖ, ਅਗਨੀ ਉਧਰ ਮਾਹੇ। ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਜਮ ਕੇ ਦੂਤ, ਨਾਏ ਤੇਰੇ ਛੱਡ ਜਾਏ। ਭਾਉ ਜਲ ਬਿਖ ਮਸਗਾ, ਗੁਰ ਸ਼ਬਦੀ ਪਾਰ ਪਾਏ। ਜਿਨ ਕੋ ਲੱਗੀ ਪਿਆਸ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਸੇ ਖਾਏ। ਕਲ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਪੁਨ, ਗੁਣ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਗਾਏ। ਸਭ ਸੈ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ, ਸੰਭਾਲੈ ਸਾਹੇ ਸਾਹੇ। ਬਿਰਥਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ, ਜੇ ਆਵੈ ਤੁਧ ਆਹੇ। ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ। ਅੰਤਰ ਗੁਰ ਆਰਾਧਨਾ, ਜੇਵਾ ਜਪ ਗੁਰ ਨਾਉ। ਨੇਤਰੀ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪੇਖਣਾ, ਸ਼ਰਵਣੀ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਨਾਉ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸੇ ਤੀਰਥ ਆ, ਦਰਗਹਿ ਪਾਈਐ ਠਾਉ। ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੇ, ਜਿਸਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਵੱਥ ਦੇ। ਜਗ ਮੈਂ ਉਤਮ ਕਾਢੀਐ, ਵਿਰਲੇ ਕੇਈ ਕੇ। ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ। ਰੱਖੇ ਰਖਣ ਹਾਰੇ ਆਪ ਉਬਾਰੇ, ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਪੈਰੀ ਪਾਏ ਕਾਜ ਸਵਾਰਿਆ। ਹੋਆ ਆਪ ਦਇਆਲ ਮਨੋ ਨਾ ਵਿਸਾਰਿਆ। ਸਾਜਨਾ ਕੈ ਸੰਗ ਭਵਜਲ ਤਾਰਿਆ। ਸਾਕਤ ਨਿੰਦਕ ਦੁਸ਼ਟ, ਖਿਨ ਮਾਹੇ ਬੇਦਾਰਿਆ। ਤੇ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੀ ਟੇਕ, ਨਾਨਕ ਮਨੈ ਮਾਹੇ। ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ, ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ। ਤਿਸ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੀ ਟੇਕ, ਨਾਨਕ ਮਨੈ ਮਾਹੇ। जिस मृत सुख होए सगले दुख जाए। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। वाहिगुरु वाहिगुरु। बेटा तुम आ जाओ, चौर की सेवा आ जाओ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਪਰਮ ਸਤਿਕਾਰਯੋਗ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਵੱਡੇ ਭਾਗਾਂ ਵਾਲਿਓ, ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਰਹਿਮਤ ਦਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਸੰਧਿਆ ਵੇਲੇ ਦੇ ਦੀਵਾਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ ਭਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਪਾਵਨ ਬਾਣੀ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਅਨਮੋਲ ਘੜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਫਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜੀ। ਆਓ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ ਹੈ ਜਪ ਹੋਮੈ ਕੋਈ। ਜੋ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ, ਆਪ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜਨਗੇ। ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਪਾਵਨ ਗੋਦ ਦਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਮਾਣੋ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you everyone for attending the family Divaan in English, which is focused for people like myself who are born in the UK and whose first language is English, so we can connect with the message of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji in an easy way. So before we start the Divaan, it's very important to clean the mind. The mind gets busy through the week in thoughts of work, on the weekend with thoughts of chores and errands that we have to run. And by the time we get to Sunday afternoon, the mind can sometimes feel very full. And when we sit in the Hazri of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, it's very important that our mind is clear so that we can fully absorb the message of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So we'll start with Simran. Before we make a start, if the children could come towards the front, that would be amazing. So children and young adults, if you can come and sit towards the front, we'll start with the Simran. Gurbani teaches us how we do Simran. Do we look at a picture of Guru Nanak? Do we look at a light, a flame, light a candle? Gurbani says, "Tun mein dhyan mein janya, Gurmukh akat kahani." That we must listen to the sound. We must focus our mind so intently in the sound of our own voice that we don't know who's sitting next to us. We can't hear anyone else's voice. We don't know how much time has elapsed. So that's how focused we need to be. So let's start with a minute Simran and then we'll continue with the Divaan. So please close your eyes, chant with your tongue, listen to the sound of your voice. Why Guru, why Guru, why Guru. Why Guru, why Guru, why Guru, why Guru, why Guru. Guru, why Guru, why Guru, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So Benti again, if the children could please come towards the front, then we can make a start. So children, please come towards the front. Okay, so I'm going to ask questions now. That's why I need the children in the front. Let's ask Nihal. Nihal, when Guru Granth Sahib Ji is giving us a message, who is the message aimed at? Is it the body or the mind? The message of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Gurbani, who is it aimed at? Is the message directed at the body or the mind? The mind, absolutely. So if we're sitting in Maharaj's Darbar and we're having funne, we're having thoughts about we need to do this and we need to go and see this person and relative and we still got to get our uniforms ready for school, things like that, we can't get the full benefit of the message of Gurbani and we can't get the full benefits of the Simran. So there is this law, just like gravity is a law, there is this law in Gurbani that as soon as your mind focuses on the Shabad, you will experience peace. There's no two ways about it, there's no doubt, it only happens to someone who's Kesari, it doesn't happen to a Monna, or it only happens to a guy. The moment your mind focuses in the Shabad, you'll experience peace of mind, which is the thing that everybody in the world wants and no one has. So this is a blessed opportunity. In Gurbani it says, Ape Sangat Sadbe Hale, Ape Vida Karave, that God Himself picks the congregation and sits them in the Sangat. So you are all saints, you're handpicked by Guru to be here today. So we have to make the most of this opportunity. We have to make the most of this blessed opportunity in order to focus our minds, in order to get the most out of this opportunity. So let's do 1 more minute Simran before we start with the Divaan today. So again, close your eyes, listen to the sound of your voice, chant with your tongue. And we chant loud because we have to kill our thoughts. We have to focus our mind. It's very difficult to do that when you're chanting or worrying quietly or whispering or not speaking. So in Gurbani it says, Tun mein dhyan. Listen to the sound. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Okay, for the last several weeks we've been talking about the 3 obstacles as per Gurbani on this spiritual path. So people spend many years coming to the Gurdwara, many years doing Simran, many years doing Path, and then they say, I feel like I haven't progressed. I feel like I haven't progressed spiritually. So I'm doing all the things, I'm doing my Nityanam, I'm going to programs, I'm doing my Path, but I'm keeping my Ret, but I don't feel like I'm getting anything out of it. So there's 3 main obstacles in Gurbani to this spiritual path, and we talked about 2 of them in the previous weeks. Does anyone remember any of the obstacles? There's no children sitting out front apart from Garvin and Nihal, so I'll have to pick on you guys. So does anyone remember? Nihal, do you remember any of the obstacles to the spiritual path? Garvin, do you remember what? You don't remember? That's okay. You guys are just shy. I know you know the answers. Okay. So the 3 obstacles are 1, Lokalajya. Does anyone know what Lokalajya is? Lokalajya is when you care about what other people think. And often when people get to the end of their life, there's palliative care nurses who've written books about this. They ask people at the end of their life what their biggest regret is. And the number 1 regret people have for their life, at the end of their life, is that they lived for other people as opposed to for themselves. So we spend so much of our time worrying about what is my chachi going to say, what is this my friend going to say, what is this person going to think, this person is going to say Baba ban gaya or Gyani ban gaya or things like that. And in worrying about what other people are going to say, we waste our lives. We sacrifice our own spiritual development because of what someone else's opinion is. So that's the number 1 hurdle that people have on this when they start this path. What are the other hurdles? Does anybody remember the other one? We talk about this for the last few weeks. Story about the gossip. Yeah, absolutely. So if you go downstairs maybe, or if you go to a family program, you may hear people talking about other people. And in Western culture, I don't know if it's part, because I was born and brought up here, I'm sure it's part of every culture, but gossip and slander are just ubiquitous, meaning we just don't even think about it. And it's just part of our normal lives. We say, oh, I heard this, or this girl did this, or this girl said that, or did you know that this teacher, she was chased by a bumblebee today, or something like that, right? And we talk about these things, and we don't think that they have an impact. But Gurbani tells us different. Gurbani says that Ninda pale kise ki nai manamuk mugud karan mu kale tina nindaka narke kor pavan. So Gurbani says that Nindya is very, very bad. So in Western culture we say stealing is very bad, which it is. But Gurbani says talking about other people is really bad. But that's something we all do. And that's why we go to the Gurdwara for 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, and we say, well, I don't feel like I got anything. I don't think I got anything out of it. It's not the Guru that's at fault, it's us who are at fault. Because we haven't followed the Guru's path. We've just matha dekhed, given a bit of money, had prasad, had langar, and then gone home. We've tried to come to the Gurdwara regularly, but we haven't really changed. And then that's why we can't progress spiritually. So Jugli Nindya, slander and gossip, is forbidden in Gurbani. So if you ever catch yourself talking about someone else, you must remember the words of Bhagavad Farid. Je tu akal latif, kale lekhna lekh, apne garivan mein sarni ma karvek. Don't look at other people, look at yourself. Don't look at what Nihal is doing or Garvin is doing, or look at what I am doing. Yeah? So that's really important. I'll tell you a funny story. I think we were doing Simran together as a family, and 2 of my kids were doing Simran. My son goes to me, oh, Jap's not closing her eyes. And you have to have your eyes open to know the other person's not closing their eyes, right? And they're not concentrating. So it's very easy to point at someone else and that person's doing this, that person's doing that. But in doing that, we miss the opportunity to reflect on what we're doing and where we're going wrong and where we can improve. So Nindya is the second obstacle on this spiritual path that Gurbani talks about again and again and again. There's so many countless shabads. If you want to learn more, you can go to Sikhi to the Max and you can type in slander in the search bar, and it will provide you with all the shabads that talk about slander, and there's many shabads. The last one that we haven't talked about yet is ego, and this is the most subtle one of them, and this is the hardest to catch yourself out doing. So sometimes what happens is, and especially when you're religious, you think you know better than other people. You think, well, I don't eat meat, so I'm better than this person, or I don't drink alcohol, so I'm better than this person, or I go to the Gurdwara, this person never goes to the Gurdwara. Or even within our family, we may have one person who's more religious, and we may have a child, or we may have a sibling who's not into their religion. But Gurbani says that subtle ego, we think we're better than other people. And nimrata, or humbleness on this path, is really important. So sometimes we think we're the best in the world at football or Fortnite or other things, and that's all ego, and it catches us out. So it's really important to have an empty cup. If you think you know everything, you can't learn anything. And that's something that is that state of being like childlike, always trying to learn from other people, always having that innocence of mind to know that you could be wrong. That's really important, and it's really important for older people like myself to remember as well, because we can get stuck in our ways more so than young people who are a bit more understandable. So Baba Isha Singh used to say that everybody makes mistakes, right? And this thing has stuck with me. So he's like, if you have an argument with your brother or your sister or your mum or your dad, so everyone makes mistakes, but you can tell who the more religious person is by the person who admits their mistake first, who says, reflects on it and says, actually, you know what, I made a mistake there, I was wrong. So that's a bit of a practical technique that you can go home and use in your home. There might be sometimes you have an interaction with your family and you think, you know what, I could have done that better, or I messed up. And I learned from my son with this, because he's really good with this, and my daughter, they will say, oh, sorry. So they might have a meltdown, but 5 minutes later they'll say, oh, I'm sorry. And I think as adults, we have bigger egos, so it's a bit harder to do that. But ego is really, really important. Don't think you know everything, and remember that Gurbani says that the person who thinks he is the lowest of the low, he is the highest of the high. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji is with that person. There's many shabads around Nimrata as well that we can look up on Sikhi to the Max. So it's Guru Ramdas Ji Gurpurb. So we're going to be listening to shabads around Guru Ramdas Dev Ji's Bani. And so I'm not going to take up more of your time, but in closing, let's do the same jukti, the same technique that we've done for the last several weeks, where we go through the stages of Simran. First is loud, second is moderate, third is quiet, or antargat. So you do Simran on your inside with your mind, not with your tongue. So we'll do one minute or 30 seconds of each, and then we'll move on to the Kirtan part. So remember the 3 steps that you must follow when you're doing Simran. Jap, what are the 3 steps? We must close our eyes. We shouldn't be looking around, looking at who's here, looking at what they're wearing or things like that. Listen to the sound of your voice. That's really important. If your mind wanders, which it will, then you have to bring it back to the sound. Just take a deep breath and try again. And chant with your tongue. So remember, Lokalajya is the first obstacle. Don't worry about what anyone else is thinking. Just do Simran from your heart as loud as you can. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. In closing, Guruji says, Sant Sangat Ka Simrana Mal Janam Janam Ki Kaat. That doing Simran in the congregation, in the Sangat, in groups of people who do Simran together, you don't know how many saints are sitting in that Sangat. You don't know how many people can see God, how many people can hear God's voice, Naam, how many people are tasting Amrit Ras, how many people are experiencing peace of mind. So when we sit next to these people, a bit like when you're lighting a candle, you need a match. Sometimes that person can be that match, and they can light that fire or that spark inside us as well, of love for Vaheguru and connection. So we don't know how many lifetimes of mel, how many lifetimes of dirt has been washed away doing Simran in the Sangat. So thank you to everyone who comes to this program on a weekly basis, makes the effort, and please forgive any mistakes. We'll join with the Kirtan. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Guru, Vaheguru, 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 Guru.
Vaheguru, 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 Japo Vaheguru, 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 Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰਸ ਹਮ ਲੋ, ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰਸ ਹਮ ਲੋ, ਮਿਲ ਕੰਚਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਰਾਮ, ਮਿਲ ਕੰਚਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਰਾਮ, ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰਸ ਹਮ ਲੋ, ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰਸ ਹਮ ਲੋ, ਮਿਲ ਕੰਚਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਰਾਮ, ਮਿਲ ਕੰਚਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਰਾਮ, ਜੋਤੀ ਜੋਤ ਮਿਲਾਏ, ਜੋਤੀ ਜੋਤ ਮਿਲਾਏ, ਜੋਤੀ ਜੋਤ ਮਿਲਾਏ, ਜੋਤੀ ਜੋਤ ਮਿਲਾਏ, ਕਾਇਆ ਗੜ ਸੋਹਿਆ ਰਾਮ, ਕਾਇਆ ਗੜ ਸੋਹਿਆ ਰਾਮ, ਕਾਇਆ ਗੜ ਸੋਹਿਆ ਰਾਮ, ਕਾਇਆ ਗੜ ਸੋਹਿਆ ਰਾਮ, ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰਸ ਹਮ ਲੋ, ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰਸ ਹਮ ਲੋ, ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰਸ ਹਮ ਲੋ, ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰਸ ਹਮ ਲੋ, ਮਿਲ ਕੰਚਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਰਾਮ, ਮਿਲ ਕੰਚਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਰਾਮ, ਮਿਲ ਕੰਚਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਰਾਮ, ਮਿਲ ਕੰਚਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਰਾਮ। ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, As we sing this Shabad written by Tan Tan Sri Guru Ram Das Ji, whose Prakash Purb we're celebrating all across the world, what message, what wisdom can we take from this Shabad? Gur Paras Ham Lo Mil Kanchan Hoya Ram. Some of you may know that Paras is the word for philosopher's stone, that precious stone that's been spoken about in traditions, a mystical stone that can transform base metal, iron, into gold. So Gurbani is telling us that this stone, metaphorically speaking, Gur Paras, that stone, that our Guru, Tan Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, is that Paras, is that transformer. And what does the Guru transform? When the mind comes into Guru's sanctuary, just like all of us here today, all of you here today, that have been brought into Tan Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji's sanctuary, that are here to connect to some wisdom, some understanding, so that we can experience personal transformation. Sometimes what happens is with religion, is that religion becomes a set of rules and rituals, tick box exercises that we follow day in, day out. Sometimes religion becomes just about visiting the temple, the mosque, the mandir, paying our respects, sitting for a little while, having langar, meeting family, friends, relatives, going home. But when we look at our minds, we have to ask ourselves the question, has there been any transformation? Some of us, like me, have been going to the Gurdwara for many years, day in, day out, multiple times a day. But the question we have to ask ourselves is, has Sikhi become just a religion, a list of tick box exercises, or are we actually changing from the inside? Because when we connect with the message of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, it is all about transformation. It's all about change. The message is all about understanding what is the current state of our minds, reflecting. Bande khoj dil har roz. Reflecting on the state of our minds. Are the minds full of ego, anger, desires, greed? Is the mind full of thoughts around slander, hatred, negativity, duality, worries about the future, resentments of the past? And if our mind is full of these things, Gurbani tells us that that mind is not free, it's a prisoner. And what or who is that mind a prisoner of? Gurbani tells us that that mind that is full of thoughts of those kind is a prisoner of the panch, those panch jor that reside within our body, that have been instructed by Akal Purkh Paramatma to delude this mind, to take it into thoughts all day long. One thought, another thought. We have somewhere between 30 to 60,000 thoughts in a given day. And Gurbani says that while the mind is in thoughts, it cannot connect to Paramatma and it cannot experience personal transformation. So this Shabad, Gur Paras Hamalo, Milkanchan Hoya Ram. That Guru Sahib is saying that if we truly had gone into the sanctuary of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, then we would have walked away transformed from metal into pure gold. So we have to ask ourselves, why is that transformation not happening? That we're coming to the Gurdwara, we're listening to the Shabad, we're listening to the Kirtan, we're doing the Simran, we're doing the Seva, but we are not changing. So what is going on? Why is it that Guru Sahib has said, if you come to the sanctuary of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, you will be transformed? So then why is our mind staying the same? Gurbani tells us that in order for us to experience transformation, we have to meet with the Guru. We have to experience milap. Gur paras hamlo mil. Mil is meet, mil is milap, mil is union. Mil kanchan hoya ram. So how do we experience that union? Is it enough just to come and bow our heads? Is it enough to come and read the Gurbani? Is it enough to come and sing the Kirtan or listen to the Kirtan? It doesn't seem to be enough. Gurbani tells us that until we truly immerse our mind into the practices that we're doing, we will not experience change. Ram, Ram karta, sab jag fire, Ram na paya jaye. That the whole world is chanting Ram, Ram, Allahu, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. The whole world is chanting. But until we do not learn the Jugti, Ram kehen mehped hai, until we do not understand the formula, we will not experience peace of mind. From my personal experience, I've been in an Amritdhari family from a very young age. I've been chanting, visiting the Gurdwara for years and years and years. But the moment that transformation started to happen was when I started to ask the Guru for wisdom. How is it, Guruji? Can I change this mind that is full of mal? Janam janam ko isko mal lagi, kala hua siya. Full of mal, thoughts, furne, about the past, about the future, judgments, worries, anxieties. How does that get cleansed? And Gurbani says that if you attach that mind, that surti, that dhyan to the Shabad, then the mind can be washed, then the mind can be cleansed of all of that conditioning, all of those thoughts, and we can experience transformation. Man tovo Shabad lago, harisyo rehe ho chitalai. So Sangat Ji, let us practice using the Jukti, the method, the formula from Gurbani. Let us do it right now, because there's no time like the present. Gurbani says, now is the time, mil vela hai e, now is the time to meet, experience milap with Paramatma. So with Guru Sahib's Kirpa, we're going to do some Simran. We're going to chant the Gur Mantar, and we're going to use the Jugti. Gurbani says, Tun meh tyan meh janiya, Gurmukh kat kahani. That as we chant with our tongues, we don't just allow our mind to go here, there, and everywhere. We stabilize that mind in the Gur Mantar, in the sound, in the Tun meh tyan. So Sangat Ji, let us chant Vah Guru, and let us, as we are chanting Vahe, fully immerse ourselves and our minds in the sound of the Shabad Vahe. As we chant Guru, fully immersing ourselves and our minds in the sound of the Guru. And as we are chanting and chanting and immersing, Guru Sahib says, gives the promise that our mind will start to change. We will start to disconnect from those thoughts, those furne that are given by the Panch, that keep our mind a prisoner, and we will start to experience peace of mind and transformation. So let us sing this line once more, Gur Paras Hamlo, Mil Kanchan Hoya Ram, followed by chanting the Gur Mantar. And chanting like nobody's watching. Sometimes we think about other people. Somebody's watching. What are they going to think? What are they going to say? Now this is about life or death, Gurmukh Pyareo. This is about personal transformation. This is our chance to begin to actually truly experience peace of mind, freedom within ourselves. Let us not waste this precious opportunity. And let's forget about everything and anyone. Forget about this 3D reality. Forget about everybody around us. And truly immerse ourselves in this practice. Gur paras hum lo, gur paras hum lo, mil kanjan hoya ram, mil kanjan hoya ram. Gur paras hum lo, gur paras hum lo, mil kanchan hoya ram, mil kanchan hoya ram. Mil kanchan hoya ram, mil kanchan hoya ram, hoya ram, mil kanchan hoya ram, mil kanchan hoya ram, mil kanchan hoya ram, mil kanchan hoya ram, mil Vaheguru, 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 Sangatji, sometimes a question arises in our mind. Why do we have to chant loud? Why are we chanting so loudly? Some people say, why are we chanting loudly? Vaheguru can hear us. Vaheguru is all seeing, all hearing, all knowing. But we're not chanting so loudly because of Paramatma. We are chanting loudly because our mind is blind and deaf. It cannot hear the Shabad. It's so stuck in furne, in thoughts. The mind is so bombarded that when we start and try and chant quietly, the mind just cannot listen. So at the beginning, within Gurbani, it says, Kota kota manakas vati lave. It says, Maya tari at anna bola, Shabad na sunay bo road kuchola. So that mind is blind and deaf. And initially, when we're starting the chanting, we chant loudly so that we can just start to settle those thoughts. And now, Gurmukh Pyareo, that some of us have settled some of those thoughts, we're going to spend the remainder of the time chanting in a little bit more sahaj. So we've done that initial work of clearing the thoughts. And now with Guru Sahib's Kirpa, we're going to start to chant in a little bit more sahaj. Har ka bilovna bilovo mere pai, sahaj bilovo jaise tat na jai. So in the same way, using the same jukti, we're going to chant Vahe, listen to the sound of our voice. Chant Guru and listen to the sound of our voice. Karo shuru. Vai Guru, 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 Vai Guru. So Sangat Ji, as we start to implement this practice in our daily lives, even if we start with 4 or 5 minutes a day, whatever time that you have time free, if we start to do this chanting with our mind present